Hey gun people, doing a little cleanup in this little shed out here, just trying to get that cleaned up. And I found when I moved here I had a bunch of junk just everywhere, and I found some good things that I had hidden. Most people should have them in their survival skills or in their survival box or in their little things. I got these old, anybody needs a stinking old thing, man. I don't even know if it's worth posted sending those. I was thinking about throwing them away, but I found my old expandable baton. I found my old Vallejo PD baton. I found a box of 30-30 ammo. Hell, I don't even know what this ammo is. That's my 300 Win Mag. I got rid of that. I got to get rid of that ammo. I sold my 300 Win Mag, so I don't have that anymore. Ran across some old Flexi Cuffs. Always need these. You just curl them around, make. I did a video on those. I found a place you could order. I put a link in there. If you search my videos for Flexi Cuffs. Just found a bunch of those. My old Slim Jim. Hell, I don't know if you can possess those now. They're against the law to possess. But a lot of this stuff was in this box. When you have these boxes, I mean, it kept it pretty good. Although there's some cobwebs and stuff in there, it's wet because I hosed down the outside. If you can get these little Rubbermaid boxes around, and it's good to stick in your garage somewhere. This doesn't have as good as seals I like, but the things I put in here, like an ammo can, that's sealed good. This box over here, I found a little set of binoculars. You always need a good set of little binoculars to have on you. I've got one on my car, I've got a couple in the house. I've got one on my to-go bag. I found this little set here. Good set of binoculars. These things have been in here for 3 to 5 years, and they're still wet and they still work. Wet ones, great for you know, out in the field, shower, you got to clean up. Like I said, I keep them in my car, wipe my hands after I use a gas pump or something. Tarps are always good. I can turn them around, cover something, keep it dry. I wanted to go over this. I found some old flares. Hell, I don't even know if flares are illegal, if you can still buy them or not. We used to carry these in our cars, cops, and you set them out. And then the environmental Nazis and the little liberals started crying, liberal terrors, little snowflakes got their feelings hurt. And I don't think you can use flares in a lot of liberal cities. Maybe you can some other places. But what I found interesting, these were in a box, and there was dirt daubers and all kind of crap. So I moved them into this. This is an old little tool box. I got a garage sale, I think, for a couple bucks. And just put some black paint on it and figured I could use it for something. And then, so now I'm going to throw these flares in here. Flares are great for a lot of reasons. Distractors, blind somebody at night, start a fire. If you got a wood pile you want to burn, or you're in the middle of a revolution and you need to throw a fire, you throw a bunch of bottles of gas and then you toss a flare out there. Not that I would encourage that. But anyway, on this, and if you want to make fake dynamite, flares do pretty good. So when I was training bomb dogs, we used to have dynamite. And dynamite's a little bit fatter than these sticks. They're about twice as fat as these, and they're a little shorter. But I wanted to go over crystallization. Ammonia nitrate dynamite will crystallize because it's got sawdust and nitroglycerin supposedly as two main elements. But you see how that one thing right here is kind of crystallized, and it looks like it's sweating and is seeping out. If you ever find dynamite with that stuff on it and sweating, those are usually pure nitroglycerin, and that's what makes it very unsafe. If our dynamite sweated and it had those little crystals, we would have to call EOD, and they'd have to dispose it, and we get some new dynamite. Because we kept it in, you know, underground bunkers that were kind of cool, and they didn't get a lot of sunlight, so it stayed at a good temperature. But when they get hot, dynamite sweats. And these were sitting in this shed, and it gets hot here in Texas, so it actually sweated just like dynamite does. Now, these crystals aren't nitroglycerin, but I just thought it was interesting. It's my throwaway box. These are some targets that I'm going to shoot at, damn California place. But I found this old vest that I had, and they say, you know, how long these vests are good. The manufacturers want you to throw them away or replace them every 2 or 3 years because they know they're dealing with the government, and they want you to order a new one. But you know, I think they're longer than that. I'm going to put a couple bullets through here. I'm going to see how they do with a pistol round, and I'll make a video of it, and probably take a rifle at it. I'm not sure what the level it is. I mean, I don't know. This thing was made, date of manufacture, 97. So this was manufactured in 97, and here's a little plate that they put in here to make us think we were protected. And then if you pull out the other pad, it says right there, this armor is not intended to protect the wearer against rifle fire. Our sharp objects are pointed instruments. So this says it's a threat level 2. So I don't know what the threat levels. I used to know when I was ordering stuff. I mean, it's semi-heavy. I have a couple of vests that I've kind of taken care of. When you have old bullet or you buy bulletproof vests, the thing that really is hard to know is when they get wet, they deteriorate and they lose their functionability. Soft body armor, I forgot. I used to know all the terms. It was it's made of layers of shit, I can't remember. But anyways, basically stretchy plastic that's strong. And the more layers you have, the more it catches when a bullet goes through it. So as you sweat and the sun hits it, if you leave it in the sun, it's not taken care of, it loses this stretchability or elasticity, and then it will break and it doesn't become effective. So that's why they want you to replace it every 2 or 3 years, because they figure you sweat, you get rained on, it gets wet. You can take the cover off and wash it, but you can't actually wash the panels because they don't want it to get wet and dry. It takes out, again, it makes it last shorter. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot these. It's like I said, this is from 97. I still think it'll stop most handgun rounds. I'll shoot a 45 and hell, I don't know. I'll make a 223 green tip, see what it goes through with the plate, and we'll take a look at that in a future video. And then this little box. I mean, these boxes are great. This thing has been sitting out in this shed, and that shed is just. I mean, I've cleaned it out, and there was ant piles in there, and the rat's nest, and you know, Smokey ain't out here doing his damn job. He should be catching the mice, and he ain't. So they're in here living in here on a high on a hog while he's out catching them in the field, bringing them to the front yard. So anyway, when I pull this out, this has been in here in the elements, and when I opened it up, I was like, shit, I wonder what the hell I forgot I put in there. And evidently, I just had a bunch of stuff loaded in there, and it was a lot of candles, a couple knives, a hat, some sort of go box in case I had to grab it. It's got some matches. Underneath, this little thing pulls out, and I can't hold the camera and pull it out. And then underneath, I've got some mosquito netting, some camo netting, some other things. So I kind of, when I moved here, I must have just shoved a lot of my semi-survival stuff in here. Candles are getting outrageous in prices. If you can find candles, you probably need to grab them, always have them waxed, and everything's gone up because, you know, the economy's so great and there's no inflation. Everything's cheaper. Yeah. I found this wooden box that was sitting here. Now, this wooden box was in that plastic box. So that probably kept it even better. But, man, I had tons of ammo in here, and it still looks brand new. It doesn't look like there's any problems at all. Mainly 45. Got some 308 in here. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with that. I'm going to take this somewhere. I used to have a 308, and now I got rid of my 308. Now I got all these rounds in here. But anyway, found a lot of ammo I didn't know I had. Found a set of binoculars, some Flexi Cuffs, batons, different things. I guess the main point I wanted to go over was found a couple ammo cans, fuel. I don't ever throw away anything that's like this old lamp oil. I mean, it's probably old, but if I needed to start a fire or if something the grid went down or something, I could use that. So I don't usually throw away fire-producing things. Had a couple of cans of well, that's water seal, but the other one I think is kerosene or some sort of lantern fluid or something. The outside can looks pretty rough. It's Coleman fuel, but you know what? Like I said, I don't throw away anything that's that I can use for fire, because especially, you know, gasoline will go bad and I may not be able to use it, but other fuel sources I keep for a long time. That's an old horse blanket that was dirty. I hosed it off, and a couple saddle holders. So anyway, just a quick one on a couple of videos that are going to be coming when I shoot those that vest, and then maybe some ideas to go through your your survival stuff that you've packed away, or your go bag. I mean, I haven't been through my go bag in at least 4 or 5 years. Anyway, we'll end that there.